All right, the weather, it feels anything but spring-like outside.
Honestly. Let's ask your meteorologist, chief meteorologist, Kevin Lighty. All right, Kevin, we have some good questions here, but I will say last night, that storm and that rain, I was like, is this going to come into our house? Or
there was hail, it was loud.
Yes.
That was the perfect thunderstorm, though, at least for me, because I love a good thunderstorm, one that doesn't make me have to go into work for it because it's severe, but, you know, good rain, little rumble of thunder, some lightning, nothing severe, and that's what we had last night.
Well, there you go. Okay, so we got some great questions.
All right.
We're going to start with Wendy. She wants to know, am I the only person who never heard the term atmospheric river before this year? Has it been known by some other name before?
Well, have either of you ever heard of that term yet?
An atmospheric river?
I have, but I have no idea what it means.
Yeah, so this is another one of those terms that keeps popping up, what I like to call kind of the flash, woo,
oh, yeah.
Like the polar vortex was a thing and whatnot. So atmospheric rivers is a new thing. So California, they've had like a ton of rain. They've had a lot of activity here, and what I'm going to do is kind of talk about an actual atmospheric river. It's like a river, but it is in the form of basically moisture that's coming in kind of off the Gulf Coast here, and it's a large, narrow, continuous band of moisture that kind of keeps coming like a river flowing. And so that water, that moisture gets kind of lifted up and forced up by the mountains, and so that's why California, they've had so much. They actually had tornadoes in just east of LA yesterday. So they've had this river. We just call it the atmospheric river. A lot of moisture that's been coming in there, and it gets, again, the terrain out there. And you may think about it, but California, there is a lot of terrain. There's mountains and things that are out there, and so it forces up. And if you got the moisture coming in at the right kind of angle and timing, and so they've just had a ton of that. You may be saying, well, can we get that here? Maybe in a sense, a river of storms kind of moving in, but the term atmospheric river, it's just the latest catchphrase.
Interesting.
Okay.
We're just catching on to it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question here. Looks like, when will the sun rise at 6 a.m.? Clay Duvall.
All right, Clay's wanting earlier sunrises. Well, here we go over the next few weeks. So sunrise today, 6:52. You can see over the next few weeks. You get April 13th, 6:18, but it's going to be April 26th. Before we get a 6 a.m. sunrise. Listen, here's the thing. I'm not a morning person, so I don't really, I'm not a big fan of the earlier. I'm like, what's that light coming in?
Yeah, pull the curtains closed.
Exactly.
Clay must be a sunshine
fan.
So, okay, up next, Delmer Huff is asking, what happened to the snow you said we would have had, that we were to have this winter?
Right? Pretty wild stuff if you look back at our months and snowfall totals. December had 1.1 inches. November had 1.1. December had 1.8. January had 3.3. And February didn't have anything.
That's odd.
So 6.2 inches for November, December, January, and February. Now, I will say on that graphic there, I normally wouldn't add in March, but we had actually some snow in March, and there was 0.8 inches that we've received. So technically, we are up to 7 inches for November, December, January, February, and March. I can't believe I'm going to have to make a graphic where 5 months I'm talking about measurable snow, but it came in such small spurts. We've had 7 inches, well below average. The average around 18 or so, and it's for snow lovers, it's not been a good year.
Okay, but for people like me, I kind of like it.
You're good with that, right?
I'm very okay with that.
Although I am tired of this rain.
Yes.
Can we talk about this week's forecast?
Well, I gotta tell you this.
It's not cute.
I gotta tell you this. It's not looking good here because look, there's more rain tomorrow. And look at this.
What?
Whoa. Blue, snow, maybe a few flurries.
What day is that?
That's Saturday morning. Saturday morning.
Oh, we got a track meet in Bloomington Saturday morning.
And it's going to be worse up there in Bloomington. You can see it like right over there. Look at that. So you may be dealing with snow up there. Kind of maybe the last kind of punch.
Yeah.
Old Mother Nature there.
Okay, no kidding.
April's around the corner.
I know. Let's get to April.
We can't have snow in April.
No.
That happens. I'm blaming Jacob Dickey.
Okay.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that, too. Okay, well, thanks, Kevin, for filling in for Jacob today. If you want to ask a question for Kevin or Jacob, you can post it on their emails, Facebook, Twitter, all the ways, and we'll visit with them again next week.